Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Perez. I hope you're staying healthy and happy and active and you're looking forward to the holiday season coming up. Today's video is going to be on making a homemade holiday gift. Every year I try to put together a little basket of something for my family. So I was thinking this year trying to plan it out, and I thought I have this beautiful tree that I look at when I'm teaching all day long from home, and I have a bunch of little feathered friends and furry friends that come out and entertain me in between Google Meets. So I thought maybe a nice thing to do for my family would be to make some bird-friendly gifts this year. So we're going to make a birdseed wreath. I found a nice recipe on online on YouTube, so we're going to do that and a couple of other things. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so here we are in the kitchen. It's one of my favorite places to work. I just have a nice nice high island that's big that I like to work on, do all kinds of projects on. So we're going to be creating our wreath here, and I'll show you some of the ingredients that we're going to use and some of the tools that we need to gather before we get started. Okay? Okay, here are my ingredients. I have a half a cup of warm water, just tap water, some unflavored gelatin, some Caro light corn syrup, all-purpose flour. I have my birdseed container here, which is handy. I have dried cranberries. These are not unsweetened. The recipe calls for unsweetened, but I don't know if a little sugar is going to hurt the birds, and that's what I have. My abundant pan, some oil, some non-stick cooking spray, a little bit of holiday ribbon, like this red buffalo plaid, and twine. Okay, and there's my directions. Tools that I need: whisk. I like this spoon. I used it before. My mixing bowl, favorite mixing bowl of all time. My measuring spoons. I think I need a tablespoon. So it's going to be the big one here. I'll probably detach that from the ring. Just makes it easier to clean. And I need, I think, 3/4 of a cup. So there it is, 1/4. So 3 of those of flour. Okay, let's get started. The directions start off with a half cup of warm water. It's just warm water out of the tap. And a pack of unflavored gelatin. Okay, you're going to whisk that together. This is a whisk. Like a hand blender. It bubbles up and gets thick. Okay, then you're adding 3 tablespoons of light corn syrup. So that's this tablespoon here. Okay, that was the Caro. Kind of this sweet glue for the birds. 1, 2, 3, and I'm done with this teaspoon, so I'm gonna kind of rinse it off in the mixture here. Okay, so we're done with our 3 tablespoons of Caro syrup. Now it's time to add our flour. So it's 3/4 cups. It's 1/4, 1/4. So 3 of these of flour I'm going to add. So you're going to shake it. 1. Now I like to add 1, kind of mix it in. Okay, add another, not all of it at once. Kind of give it a chance to combine with the liquid. It's going to make kind of a paste. Or it is going to make a paste. It's going to glue the seeds together. Okay, see it's sticking. Looks like cookie dough almost. Okay. All right. Now we're going to mix in the 4 cups of birdseed. So here's a cup, 1 cup, 4 cups of birdseed. And I'm going to use this spoon to mix this now. This is a nice mixture of birdseed. Birds love it. I have cardinals out there. The squirrels love it too because it has corn in it. Blue jays, 3. Chickadees, 4. Mix that together. We're lucky we have a family or 2 of cardinals that live in the forest or the woods behind us, and they actually pair up for life. So a male and a female cardinal will stay together and have a family for life, and they both take care of their family. And it's said that they're called the Christmas bird, I think because they're so red. It's said that when you see a cardinal, you have someone that you've lost. They're in heaven visiting you. So that's one saying and belief. I like to think that. At the very least, it reminds you of people that maybe you don't see every day anymore when you see a cardinal. Okay, so that's pretty mixed in there. We're getting ready to put it in our abundant pan. Okay, now that we've mixed our birdseed in, we're going to put it in our mold. This is our abundant pan. First, we're going to spray it with nonstick cooking spray. Canola oil is recommended. So I use that. This does a really nice job. I did one before I made the video, and it just like pops right out. Next thing we're going to do, and this is optional, I kind of like how it looks and turns out. We're going to add these dried cranberry bits. Just like kind of spread them around. So this will decorate it for us. I'm going to taste one. I like them. They're good. A treat for the birds. Okay, now we'll put our birdseed mixture in. It's all glued together, mixed well. Kind of carefully spoon it in there. You don't want to move your cranberries around. Kind of spread it out a little bit. Get your base in. Okay. And then we can come out. Before you pack it down, even it out a little bit. Nothing to waste. Scrape the bowl. Okay, and then we're going to go around. I like this spoon because of the smooth edge. So before you pack it down, kind of sticks to your fingers if you use your fingers at first. So I like to give it a once around with the spoon, kind of even out my wreath a little bit from the back. And then I'm going to go in with my the flat part of my fingers here, and my knuckles, and really get in to the edges of the pan and pack that down nice and tight. You can feel it kind of compress. So the tighter you can pack it down, the better it's going to turn out. All right. Okay, now we're going to put this in a nice safe cool place where critters in the house critters won't get to it, or anyone else. And that'll dry. Takes 24 hours to dry, and it'll pop right out of the pan. Okay. Okay, here's one that I've popped out of the pan from before. It comes out really easy. It is a little oily at first, so I went over it when I first popped it out, and I just blotted it with a paper towel, and it kind of absorbed some of the non-stick spray that was on the outside. And now I'm going to add my decorative ribbon. So I'm just going to add this natural twine first, just as a way of attaching it to a tree or hanging it from a branch or side of a house. So I'm going to attach that first. Just going to take and tie a nice knot in it. Double knot it. Okay, and that's plenty strong enough to hold the weight of this. And then I'm going to add a nice decorative ribbon. So I like this buffalo plaid. Matches my shirt today. I'm going to go around. So if you know how to tie your shoes, you're tying a bow the same way. Okay. I like to do the double loop and tie it. This has a wire edge to it, so it helps kind of shape it. So that little wire edge helps shape it and keep a nice little shape there. Fold that wire in here. Make sure that's behind. Okay. And there you have it. I'm going to, these plates, these chinette plates are nice and sturdy, and I see, oh, I lost a little, just stick it right back in there. They fit nice on this, so I'm going to actually use those to wrap them in to keep them protected, the edges for when I give them as gifts. So that turned out really well. That makes a nice little gift. And all right, there you have it then. Okay, there's Mr. Groundhog. He's one of my furry little friends. Him and his family live under the shed there. So he comes out to visit this time of year, getting ready to hibernate. Okay, before we clean up the kitchen from our beautiful birdseed wreath that we made, I thought it would be a good idea to make an easy, simple pine cone bird feeder. So you probably know how to do this. You've seen it maybe on YouTube. Balto and I went out for a walk and found just beautiful, gigantic pine cones on our walk for free. So I thought we would take a couple and make a quick and easy bird feeder. You don't have to do anything fancy like abundant pan. You can do something small, and it's just as nice to receive, okay? Okay, so this is a pretty nice size pine cone. It's about 6 inches long, so that's going to make a nice size bird feeder. First thing we're going to do is get some of our twine and tie it on. I don't need a really long piece because I have a hook outside already that I use for a hanging water thing for the birds. So I'm going to just tie it on that hook. Okay, so just tying the twine on. I'll double knot that. There you go. That looks pretty good. Okay, next we're going to put the peanut butter on. The peanut butter on. So this is just some Jif creamy peanut butter. I like using a spoon when I make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. The spoon makes it easy to scoop the peanut butter out, and you get it on the bread, and then I like to use that smooth part of the spoon to like spread it around the bread. So I just feel like Spoon makes it easier. So I'm just going to cover this with peanut butter. I'm going to try to keep my tie out of the way here. Okay. Okay, so that's covered pretty well with peanut butter on all sides. It's pretty sticky. So I'm going to put this off to the side here for a second. I'm going to use a plate. I think that's going to make it easier to kind of get the birdseed on. So I'm going to put it on a plate. And I have my little container here. So I'm going to pour it on and then kind of just like roll it around in the birdseed. I like how I bread pork chops. Just like roll it in here, really cover it all with that, get all that peanut butter. It's a little messy. It might be a little messy for a gift. I think if you were going to give it to someone, maybe let it dry out a little bit. Really try to cover it, the birdseed here. And I would put it in maybe a plastic sandwich bag or something like that if I were giving it as a gift. I think that would be the best. You can see how sticky the peanut butter is. All right, I think that looks pretty good. We're ready to hang that. Okay, I hung it on this hook here on the tree. That should drive the squirrels crazy. While we were making it, I saw about 5 squirrels out here fighting over the bird feeder and all the other stuff that we have going on out here. So that'll be interesting. I'll probably see some squirrel stunts. They like to jump from the tree onto the bird feeder, so I think that peanut butter is just going to be more than they can bear. Okay. Okay, so our last little project for today is going to be a nesting ball. Birds are going to use this in the spring, so we're actually going to hang it in the spring. But we're including it with our little bird gift because it goes with the bird food and the bird themed gifts. Okay, so some of the things you're going to need. This is a grapevine ball. It's just in a floral department. This is made out of twine, so this would work also. A little smaller. Just twine to hang the nesting ball from. Cotton balls are good to use. That's nice and soft and keeps the heat for birds that are nesting for their young. I bought this hometown blend. I thought it was like nice natural colors and it was nice and soft, so I can kind of pull that apart. That's nice nesting material. The Spanish moss is another thing that you can include, and the raffia. The raffia is a nice natural grass. So that's what we're going to use, and let's get started. Okay, so I've kind of taken some of the materials out of the packaging. This is palm tree fibers, the raffia, some Spanish moss, cotton balls. I'm going to just pull apart the cotton balls a little bit into little pieces, more natural looking and easier for the bird to work with when they're building their nest. Okay. Should try to get natural materials, nothing with preservatives in it. A lot of the materials, they make nests out of the twigs, and the pine cones are available to them. So you're really just giving them things that they might not easily find in nature. I took the yarn and I just separated it to like smaller fibers like that. Okay. All right, I'm actually going to use the smaller ball. So this isn't grapevine. This is like a tweed, but it'll work. It actually has a tie already on it, so I don't know if I need to add a longer one, maybe. Okay, and I'm going to use these chopsticks just as a tool. These are split, to kind of push things in. Okay, I'm going to cut this palm tree fibers, this grass, into smaller pieces, so that I can get it in where it needs to go and that the bird can work with it more easily. So kind of nesting size, if you will. Okay, and then you just like you're going to fill the ball with different fibers. Okay. So it might be easy to bunch it up and poke it through. You want some of it sticking out for the bird to grab a hold of. You don't want it stuck in there, they'll never get it. So this might just go sticking in. Stick some fibers in. I don't know if I like that. Maybe loop it in. That. Cotton in. Poke that in. That. And a little bit of the moss. Like this. And, you know, I'll fill it up a little bit more. You get the idea. Okay? Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Quite a variety in here. I left ends sticking out so that the bird could pluck it out of the ball, pick what they want to build their nest with, and pluck it out. It's kind of a, looks like a mess to me, but a bird might think that they are pretty lucky to stumble upon this. Again, you're going to put this out in the spring when they're making their nest. And if you go online, there are a lot of suggestions on what you can add. You can add fabric scraps. You can add things like grass and pine needles and those types of things. But I tried to add things to my nesting ball that maybe would be more difficult for a bird to find. Not easily found in nature. Okay? Okay, everyone, so that's it. We made our lovely little birdseed wreath. We made a nice little nesting ball out of grapevine, a little grapevine ball for the spring. We'll put that out in the spring when the birds are building their nest for their babies. And we made an easy pine cone feeder out of peanut butter. So remember, have a good holiday season. Have fun. Gathering gifts for your family. And remember, it's not about what we receive or even what we give others. It's just caring and having fun and spending the time together. It's the time together. The journey is the prize, right? The time that we spend together and what we do for others and what's done for us. Okay, so have a nice holiday season, and I'll see you soon. Bye.